Jackson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Burrow will throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Show it up.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They run. Chubb.
4 at the Bengals 40.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now, Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Cincinnati.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He gives it up. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Let's go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Check that.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Number 10.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Browns 21, Bengals 7. Jason Sanders set.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
Number 24.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Scramble. He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Browns 42, Bengals 7.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far. and it's cost them.
Now Burrow loses the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
23, the ball carrier.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The pitch back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He was brought down by Mackenzie Alexander. A gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it, finished the play off.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's got room. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Number 20.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Like 22.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost, man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
9-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third down.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Burrow. He's got his tight end, Burton, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
A final shot now for Burrow, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Today's final score, Browns 55.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll